I did not think we were gonna make it. If you were to ask me during episode 1 if we were gonna make it to episode 2, I would have never believed you. And I want to apologize because I know I'm still not there. I'm still sick, still got the COVID, but Austin is there again, and we fixed him up so you don't have to look at him as much, you don't have to deal with him as much, because I know, like, he's the worst, and you already had to deal with him all last season, and, like, you're already having to deal with him again, but I promise I'm gonna get better soon, and I'll be there, and you won't have to deal with him anymore, and you'll only have to deal with me, awesome me, and I cannot wait to show you this episode. We have some awesome guests, and it's gonna be awesome. And yeah, it's awesome. And up next, we have a special effects technician and a close personal friend of mine, Harvey Greenscrine. How you been, Harvey? It feels like it's been years.
No, it's been terrible, Kara. Simply terrible.
Well, why's that?
Why? I'll tell you why. It's because I got fired.
Fired from where?
Everywhere. Do you know what the pandemic has done to the special effects industry? It's killed it. First, they announced that all movies are going to be shut down for a few months. And okay, that's fine. Next thing you know, they're announcing the delay will be extended. After that, all productions are moving across the world because of production incentives, and so that Chris Pratt can smooch on the actress who played Surprise Who from the Jim Carrey Grinch. After that, all the live-action productions got canceled in favor of animated projects.
What's the problem with that? I mean, aren't most special effects animated nowadays?
Excuse me?
Well, I'm just saying.
What? That the time-honored art of special effects has been juxtaposed against the reality of live performance in order to elevate the reality of film beyond our own mortal comprehensions and is on par with the Minions?
It wouldn't hurt to have, just a little extra cash on the side, just until production starts back up again.
A true artist does not produce art in order to fund one's pockets. In my work, no one is paid close to the worth of the work we do. And yet, we get along fine. And yet, the work we do is so subtle, so precise, that you'd barely notice our delicate hands puppeteering within life itself.
That is true. That is true. I mean, do you have any plans for where you're gonna go next?
Simply put, I must go where the work is. I'm going to fly to Greenland soon in order to beg James Cameron for work on Avatar 7, the search for Estwami's gold.
Well, it's good you have a plan.
Yes it is. For now, though, I must bid you adieu, Kara. May we meet again soon.
Talk about an explosive personality.
You know that girl you go to school with who's always holding way too much stuff?
Can you hold this? Oh, this.
That's me. 16 years old and always holding way too much stuff.
Nice catch! Face it, Rhodey. You're the holding too much stuff girl.
Alright, class, when I call your name, just raise your hand so I can count you for attendance. So, Bryce? Here. Very good. Cassie?
Here.
Rhodey?
Here.
Oh, I'm sorry, Rhodey. If you don't raise your hand, I can't count you for attendance.
Come on, Rhodey. Who cares what anybody else thinks?
One day you're just gonna have to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love my body and all the stuff that I'm carrying.
You don't get it. You don't get what it's like to be the girl who's always holding way too much stuff.
Being the girl who's holding too much stuff only gets harder when your sister is perfect.
What do you want?
Don't you know that I'm jealous of you?
Good one. You're always perfect. You're always holding the right amount of stuff.
What even is the right amount of stuff? I'm jealous of you because you're always going above and beyond how much stuff you can hold. I wish I had big stuff holding dreams like you.
Honestly, I never thought of it like that.
Sometimes you have to remember everyone holds their own amount of stuff, and that should never stop you from finding love.
Hi.
Hi.
What's that you're holding?
Oh, it's a bag. support you. I've been carrying around for a while because I hope that you realize that you didn't carry all this alone, that you can put it in a bag like this.
Because sometimes we're holding so much stuff, we forget to let someone hold us.
Welcome back to the show, and our next guest is a huge deal. Everyone, please give it up for David Letterman.
Ball state, are you ready to get cardinal crazy?
Wait, what's going on?
Ball State University, here before you, the prophet of parties, the emperor of awesome, the minister of mayhem, and the king of all that is hype. The one, the only DJ Hype!
Who are you? And where is David Letterman?
Ladderman? Who's that? You've got somebody way cooler now.
But I have no idea who you are.
Look, Letterman canceled on you. So, are you gonna let me do my thing? Because I appear to be the only person here.
I mean, sorry, I guess. You can go ahead.
All right, let's get this party started. Ball State University, you are in for one wild year. Classes, we gon' kill 'em. Friendships, we gon' make 'em. Enjoying delicious Chick-fil-A and Papa John's products despite the ethical ambiguity that comes with each and every single bite? Absolutely. I'm DJ Hype, and I'm here to help you get ready for this once-in-a-lifetime year!
How are you doing that?
Doing what?
Well, the horns, the music, all of it.
Oh, well, that's fairly simple. Kara, can I call you Kat? K-Kat, Kara?
Sure, I don't care.
Ball State University, they want to up their public relations game, or as I refer to it, their PR game, with their incoming younger generation of freshman students. COVID-19, yuck, and the ongoing global situation, well, that's brought down morale to an all-time low. So, they gave me all the money that I needed to have my own traveling lights and sound system. So therein henceforth BSU can appear more HIP with the TIME. S. And avert students' minds off of impending global doom.
You know, like, what about much more needed departments at the school that, like, need funding? Or, like, you know, practical safety measures for COVID? That would have been nice.
Kara, K-Kat. The one thing about running anything, it's all about your image. The money was put to good use. Trust me. I am Ball State's official OG #1 hype representative.
What do you do as the hype representative?
Well, I do lots of things. I can flag the right resources and use those towards getting students invested and pumped to engage in activities around the campus. In fact, I have been equipped with a completely decked out, sick party van, my own hype crew, and everything else I have previously described. And at that point, we go about the school grounds, pulping the sickest tracks, the narciest beats, and dancing our butts off.
Did you just say hype crew?
Why, yes, I did. My hype crew. assembled personally for the express intentions of making sure that the H.Y.P.E. exclamation point around campus is at its highest degrees. Unfortunately, all of them caught the virus. One of them died. But for those that remain for the low, low price of $30 an hour, we can keep the party going. But you know what? Screw all this depressing nonsense. Let's frickin' party!
Just stop. Stop it. Stop the music. Stop all of it. Now.
Art thouest not hype, Gara?
No, not at all.
Well, it's obvious that someone, someone is ungrateful for the services by which her tuition is paid for. And with that, I hereby unsubscribe from your nonsense and will make my leave. I bid you a good day.
Just get out of here.
However, listen, if you're looking for a killer DJ for one of those quarantine dorm parties, you've heard about the ones. I've got my card right here. Trust me, I can get you a good deal on one.
Just get out of here.
Okay.
Okay, you know what? That was a mess. We should just cut to a package. And can someone get me ibuprofen?
Okay, good afternoon everyone, and welcome to Health 101 Section 2. Now we're just gonna hop right into it today. Now, have you kids ever heard of drugs?
We're juniors in high school.
Well, then it's a good thing we're having this talk. We're gonna be covering a lot of topics today, but we're just gonna be going over the basics for right now. We're gonna start with a video that your classmates have completed for extra credit.
This should be good.
Oh. Okay, reminder, everyone, please keep yourselves muted unless you've been called upon. Okay, let me pull up the video.
Oh, goodness me! It's Joffrey Gallad, the most righteous boy of our year!
And he's approaching us.
Hello, chaps. It's me, Jeffrey, the coolest lad in Collar Shirts Academy. I'm having a huge drug party at my estate tonight. There's going to be weed, grass, and even marijuana.
Sounds rousing.
Oh, it will be. We might even play hoop and stick. Anyway, I've got to stroll. I'll see you chaps there.
Well, that sounds like quite the shindig. What do you think?
No, William. Drugs are bad news. Come play sports and eat pears with me after school.
Your kneecaps are dry. I'm going anyways. Oh boy, once I try drugs, I'll be the coolest boy in school. Whoa! If only I lived a drug-free life.
If only he'd said no to drugs, this whole thing could have been avoided. Remember, if you try drugs, you'll be arrested and die. If you die before you're arrested, they'll arrest your family, who will then be sentenced to death.
Remember, all drugs are lethal.
Was that it?
What do you mean?
I'm just not sure how that related to drugs.
The whole thing was about him getting involved with drugs.
No, that was a story about a kid who got hit by a car.
Yeah, right, which wouldn't have happened if he had tried to go to a party where there would be drugs.
Plot flaws aside, can we talk about the dialogue?
Yeah, well, I wrote the script and I really felt that the artistic choice would enhance the entire process. So,
Yeah, but like, why? Rousing. If anyone I knew talked like that, they'd be kicked in the shins.
I kind of liked it though.
thank you.
And what the heck is a hoop and stick?
I'm pretty sure that legal advice wasn't correct.
Okay, kids. Now, I did tell them that they could have a little fun with it. Does anyone have Does anyone have a constructive comment?
I do. Why'd you guys go harder on the sucky video than you have this whole blow off class?
Constructive and comment, Marissa.
Some people need a thwack with the honesty hatchet, Mr. Biblet.
Whatever, we passed, right?
Absolutely not. No, I'm sorry, but you talked for 2 minutes about one drug without saying, well, anything correct about it at all.
What?
But that's so stupid! We weren't even need the credit if you weren't failing us.
William, on the first day of the parenting project, you threw your doll through a basketball hoop. Maxine, you won't stop saying the model skeleton in my background is your type.
Well, he is.
And Jeffrey, you scream, "Ooh, sexually!" every time you hear someone mention an STD. You can't seriously think that it's my fault you need this assignment.
This sucks. I'm leaving.
Yeah, well, you'll be sorry when I get into Juilliard.
Goodness, okay, you know what? I had a lesson planned for today, but now I just don't think I have it in me.
I'm not presenting my extra credit because I made Kanye West.
Troy, I'll give you 2 days to redo it if you never mention Kanye ever again. I'll see you all Thursday. Just email me if you have any questions.
And that's all we've got for episode 2. I want to thank the guests for coming. I appreciate it so much, Harvey. It was so good to see you. And also a huge, well, no, thank you to that hype guy. That was horrible, and I still have a headache. Thank you to Austin. As much as I dislike having you on my show, you are helping me a lot. I can't wait for episode 3 when I can be there in person, and not only that, it's the Halloween episode. I know, it's hard to believe that these first 2 episodes weren't the Halloween episodes, because I'd say the quality of the production is pretty spooky. Anyways, wear a mask, be kind to each other, and I'll see you on episode 3.